You're new to makeup. You saw that smoky eye. You loved that smoky eye. And you want to do that smoky eye. That's great. I'll show you how to. It's very quick and easy. Under 5 minutes and you're done. For the beauties who are new here, we love to multitask. So during the tutorial, we'll be sipping on some quick night tea from Reddit.
Hi, 32 male, I'm shattered and don't know where to turn. My wife passed away last month, only 7 months after giving birth to our son. She developed peripartum cardiomyopathy, a rare and severe form of heart failure that can occur in the months following childbirth. Despite the doctor's best efforts, she did not survive. Losing her so suddenly has left me heartbroken and in a state of constant grief. 3 weeks ago, my wife's best friend came over to visit. She was visibly nervous and eventually told me she had something sensitive to share. After some hesitation, she revealed that my wife had confided in her that she'd been unfaithful around the time our son was conceived and that there was a chance it might not be mine. I was stunned and angry. My wife's best friend was telling me this only weeks after my wife's death, and it felt like an attempt to tarnish her memory. I couldn't believe it. I told her to leave and not to come back, convinced she was lying or trying to shift blame onto me somehow. The whole thing felt like a betrayal, and I tried to push the thoughts out of my mind. But once the idea was planted, it wouldn't go away. I kept wondering, what if she was telling the truth? After days of tormenting myself with this possibility, I decided to get a DNA test. It wasn't an easy decision. I felt guilty for even considering it, but I needed closure. Yesterday, the results came back. My worst fears were confirmed. My son isn't biologically mine. Now I'm in turmoil. I loved my wife and I wanted to believe our son was a piece of her and me together. But knowing he's not biologically mine has left me feeling lost and betrayed. I kept looking at him, trying to feel the same bond. But the pain of my wife's infidelity is so fresh, I don't know if I'll be able to move past it. I feel awful even considering it, but I don't know if I can raise him on my own. The betrayal I feel is overwhelming, and I don't know if I'm capable of giving him the love and care he deserves. It's breaking my heart, and I feel like a failure, but I also feel like I am not equipped to give him the life he deserves. The child is innocent, but I don't think I'd be able to love or care for him as well as I should. Informing the family would be my first step, then contacting the affair partner if possible, while adoption is going to be my last resort. So I called her friend and I apologized for my behavior, but also asked why she did not inform me as soon as she knew. She said her loyalties lead with her friend more than me. I asked her about the affair partner. She said she doesn't know as it was a one-time thing. Apparently it happened during her work time, whatever that meant, and during daytime as she'd been told. I mean, I'm not fully understanding, but it seems like she slept with a guy when she was supposed to be working. Although people suggested I go through her phone or other social contacts, but I don't know any passwords. I never doubted her. We weren't controlling of each other and had and gave plenty of privacy. The next step is informing the family, both mine and hers. I don't hate the baby, and I'm not so deranged that I would throw him out of the house. Whatever happens, happens according to procedure. I'm not going to instantly abandon a kid just because he isn't mine. After finding my son isn't biologically mine, I decided to tell both family and my in-laws. My family was shocked and angry about everything, but they stood by me. My in-laws were also shocked, but didn't believe it at first. They asked to see the DNA test results, and after seeing them, they suggested we do a second test with both families present, just to be sure. They said that if it's confirmed he isn't mine, my late wife's sister, who has a 4-year-old daughter, would adopt him, and I could take my name off the birth certificate if I wanted to. I agreed and we did the test. I spoke with a lawyer who said getting my name off the certificate should be straightforward with the test results. The results came back a week later, and as expected, I'm still not the father. By the time the results came in, I had already packed up most of the baby's things. My mom was staying with me. helping take care of the baby and keeping me sane through all this. This morning, my late wife's parents, sister, and brother-in-law came to pick him up. The handover was smooth, except for a snarky comment from my wife's sister. She said I seemed too eager to let the baby go. I didn't respond. There was no point, but it stung. Despite that, my in-laws were supportive throughout and told me going no contact would be best for everyone involved. I agreed. It's painful, but I think it's the right choice. I hugged them goodbye and they left. They are good people and I'll miss them. Now the house feels empty. My mom went back home today but will return tomorrow to stay for about a week until things settle. Honestly, I feel relieved. Call me what you want, but I'm finally breathing again. This whole ordeal has been exhausting, but knowing I can start fresh feels like a weight off my shoulders. As for my wife's belongings, I gave her jewelry to my in-laws. They didn't want anything else except for a few trinkets and pictures, so they told me I could sell or donate the rest. I haven't decided what to do with it yet, but I'll figure it out. For now, I'm taking a break from dating and focusing on myself. Maybe I'll buy a bike and get back into riding or hit the gym again. I just need to move forward. So, am I the asshole? Alright, this is just very sad. The thought of losing your wife and then your child in the span of weeks is heart-wrenching. Why do people do this to people? Like, in the act of cheating on your partner, you robbed him of happiness and a family. And yeah, I did see some comments stating that the friend shouldn't have spoken up on the paternity of the child, but I do not agree on that at all. I believe it was the friend's place to speak up, especially after the demise of the wife. Why would you want anyone to raise any other person's child unknowingly? It is better the man makes an informed decision whether to raise the child or not. And this child being born through infidelity is seriously not something someone can just brush to the side. It is a constant reminder of the betrayal. You know, I don't even think anyone can do that or even should. It won't be healthy for the baby or the man. And the man did handle this gracefully. He took care of the child, went through the appropriate procedures, and handed the child to the family in a very loving manner. I don't see him doing anything wrong in this situation. So the comment from his sister-in-law, I believe, was unwarranted. And no, you sir was not an asshole in this situation. Alright beauties, that is all on the story today. As usual, I'll be fixing my lashes and lip off camera. A tutorial on my lip combo is already up on my channel and I will provide the link in the description below.
And this is the final look. I hope the tutorial was easy to follow. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer every question. And of course, you get to see the makeup transitions I do with this look if you follow me on my socials, okay? If you'd love to stick around a little longer, I have a tutorial on how to achieve a very easy cut crease. See you in the next video. Bye!